Well, good morning, people. World, everywhere, whoever, wherever, whoever. I'm back. Anyway, I did have this all cleaned up, and yeah, and then something happened, and as you can see, I had to thread a bunch of stuff and find the bolts. And then yeah, let's just get into this. I guess we'll do this for today. This video's. Alright, so I got home, let's just say I got home yesterday, and yeah, decided to, while I was out there, I was in Colorado Springs working, I ended up getting bumped. Someone took my job, so they had more seniority than me, the whole blah blah blah, but actually I begged the guy to bump me. Begged him, gave him guilt trips, because he was gonna bump a new hire, and the new hire didn't have any seniority, and basically would have put that guy out of work. So I was like, hey, just bump me. I have somewhere to go. Take my position. I have somewhere to go, and let this guy work. So anyway, so that's how it worked out. I ended up going back to the old gang, the old job I was working, that I really like those guys. You guys are super cool. Yeah, so we worked. I was in Caliente, Nevada. Worked the other 7 days, and then came home. Had everything cleaned up. Everything was clean. The garage. I cleaned up all my tools. I was just relaxing. I went in the backyard. As you could see, I got a lot of weeds and junk. So yeah, while I was out there, I was looking for little tractors, little lawnmowers, anything, something, so that when I get home, maybe I could purchase. And yeah, anyway, let's get over to it. So ended up buying, just hosed it down for the video, obviously. A little Yanmar YM155D. 155D means, you would think D means diesel, but D means four-wheel drive. But anyway, and it is a diesel, 2-cylinder diesel. I think that's called a Ganyan, G-A, or Canyon, I don't know, Canyon. Anyway, so it's got PTO. It's a little output shaft right there, 3-point. This is a 3-point, 1, 2, 3, whatever, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, this lifts up and down, tilts. We got levers for dogs, apparently, for the bucket. As you can see, I got some dirt in there. All I did was this. Has some wiring issues. A lot of wires that are all disconnected, tangled. So basically, I think that's horn. I don't know what that is. No clue what that is. The gauges don't work. The gauges are all blown out. Or the temperature gauge works. So we got the PTO. That's PTO down there. This is shifter. It's a 3-speed, so it's reverse, first, second, and third. This is high and low. This is 4-wheel drive. This little lever there. And then this is to lock the rear. This is to throttle up, like idle, basically. The guy says this is throttle, but this is your throttle pedal. Anyway, and then I think these are your brakes. I did not know that was there. Nice. Now I do. So now that'll be one brake because I kept slipping and only pushing one, and then it would turn. Nice. So those are your brakes, both wheel brakes. So now, and then this is your emergency brake, I guess. That lever. I don't know. This is a pretty cool tractor. This little lever here, this thing is your stop and release, basically. So when you pull the lever for this to come up or down, it'll stop. It'll pull the lever back to neutral or whatever. But because it's bent, I had it hooked up yesterday. It wasn't hooked up when I bought it. I had it hooked up yesterday, and because it's bent, it gets stuck, and then I got stuck. Four-wheel drive does not work because you can see down in here. Zoom in, and sorry for the dog barking, it's not my dog. Anyway, so this shaft here that goes down, I guess the bushing or something is bad. This bolt is broken here, or stripped. I can't tighten that anymore because this wheel was just flopping around. You know, it was going left to right, did whatever it wanted to do. So they had this here holding it. They drilled a little recess into this shaft. Anyway, so this wasn't holding, wasn't doing anything. And then when I went to tighten it, the weld broke. That was a jerry rig thing they did. So I ended up tapping it and had to take this whole assembly apart. Found out one of the gears in there. One of the gears in there is stripped, which he did tell me about. But so four-wheel drive does not work at the moment. The gears are $100. So I know this gear, it's the gear that rides in on here. I don't know if you can see that or not, or if that's zoomed in too far, too close. Anyway, so it's the gear that rides in here, that rides. So there's a gear that sits down here, and there's a gear that sits here. You know, you got like a ring and pinion. So this gear up here is all stripped, which I'm thinking the other side is the same. But anyway, so it's got good tires, brand new hydraulics. I guess there's a kit out there you buy. Anyway, he just bought this whole kit. It was $1,500 for all that. For the bucket, because I guess it didn't have a bucket. Gas tank. This electric fan's not supposed to be on there. It's supposed to be a regular fan on there, and there's no water pump on these. So he wired in, this is a water pump from an Audi, apparently, to get some circulation, because he says it overheats. And I was reading, these things like to run at 220 to 230 because of the way, I forget what it's called, the way that they cool themselves. So obviously hot water boils, creates pressure, pushes the water back down through there and then back into the engine as cool water. So anyway, he said he would only run it for like 4 hours. I was running it yesterday, as you can see, and yeah, I got little piles here and there, but this is all weeds, all tall grass like this. But anyway, so as you can see, this is a tree trunk here. I still got to do over there. Anyway, and then I have a pile over there of a bunch of, I guess it's dirt and pine needles and weeds and whatever. So I just got to go in here. I just did large areas, and then there's, you know, water spigot there, water spigot here, a flagpole right there, water spigot, and water spigot. So, yeah, I can't really go in those areas, so I'm just gonna continue today. So I'll just go in and, you know, drop the bucket and make little passes here and there, you know, come in there, and then I'll finish up in here. And then I was just dragging everything all the way back behind the barn, I guess you could say, until I got really stuck and had to get the truck and unstuck me. So anyways, I'm just bringing it all back there. This isn't my house. This is on my property, but it's not mine, apparently. So anyway, and then come in here and start doing the backyard. So anyway, but yeah, so that's it for this video. I am gonna go tomorrow and get an oil filter. It looks like it's just a like a Honda Civic oil filter, because that's the number that's on it. Got 3593 Fram oil filter, and then it just takes just Rotella diesel truck oil. So that is what I'm gonna do, and then I gotta get all these pine needles and all this stuff. That'll be easy. Kind of like having it because it doesn't create all this, but there are some weeds in there. Anyway, so that's my little tractor. And I don't even know what year it is. 79 maybe, because 50079. It might be from 1979. But yeah, and then this is the clutch. That's the clutch, and yeah, I don't think there's any more levers or anything. So anyway, yeah, yep. So it's early in the morning. I'm gonna get to my next project, which you'll see on the next video. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you guys give me a like or a dislike. Doesn't matter to me. Subscribe. Check out my previous video. Check out my boy One and Glenn. Check out his channel. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Later.